had a debate 15 years ago with some Venezuelans who tried to sell me this stuff. The only authentic democracy is local democracy, people organized in local communities. And then my instant obvious answer was, ha ha ha, with the big brother Chavez there. Basically, the state was there to, nonetheless, to provide, how should I put it, the general network, electricity and so on and so on. And for me, that's why, how should I put it, it's an open question for me. I have this deep distrust in local democracy. It is good, but it's not just a simple quantitative enlargement like, can you, to put it very simply, can you universalize it? Give me, and as for leaders, you know, many Marxists told me when I proposed this line that, no, a leader is a bourgeois idea, blah, blah, blah. Then I told them, give me one radical leftist regime without a leader, even a charismatic leader, from Mandela to Fidel Castro to Chavez and so on and so on. And my point is, what if it's wrong? My point is this one. You have this executive political space. And what is the only way to, it's a very problematic notion, the only way to mobilize ordinary people at the level deeper than this, let's call it official institutional politicization, is through a charismatic leader. Now, I'm not saying that this leader should have actual power. I'm here extremely brutal, cynical, up to the point of saying maybe we need such leader, but at a certain point he should be liquidated. You know, like maybe you organize an accident or whatever. We should approach it in a creative way. I'm just saying that I don't believe in this anarchist dream that the authentic democracy is local, pre-representative, and then somehow magically this will grow up and embrace all of society, and so on and so on. So again, thanks very much. I fully accept your critical point that there is this tension. But again, it's a cheap Hegelian answer, I know. This tension is in the thing itself. For example, just again, I have this simple question. Are we aware that with immigration, mass movements, because of hunger, drought, and so on, it's clear that in next decades, tens of millions, even more people will move around. And there are only two options here. Either war, as it was done in the old times, one whole people move to another area and simply try to occupy it, blah, blah, blah. Either war or some kind of global cooperation, not global state. In the present state of things, the idea of a world state, and then what? World elections or what? Is a madness. It would open up incredible space of new corruption, totally non-transparent. But again, with all these problems, you know, parts of the world becoming non-fertile, dry, other parts, and so on, it's not even this. It's even that we have the mess in the same part. You know what was for me the truly apocalyptic scene? I was there to do a sort of that disgusting piece. Why disgusting? Because my stupid face is in it, perverse guide to ideology in Valley of Death. But then I was shocked, you know, for me this was horrible, dry, but wasn't now a couple of months ago a mega flooding and the Valley of Death became a lake. It's horrible. So we'll have to get to use, this is for me, I spoke about it 2 days ago at Princeton, the deepest dangerous lesson that, you know, when we speak about global warming, we usually perceive it that there will be a new balance, just a little bit worse. Like, okay, temperature rise for 4 or 5 degrees, the level of sea will raise up, but then we will have a new stability. Now, what top scientists warn against is that what if there will be no new stability? What if nature will enter into what it's called a true mathematical chaos? Simply, it's in a sense unnatural nature, because our spontaneous ideological notion of nature means we humans are crazy, hubris, creative. Nature means reliable, repeatable patterns. What if we lose this? And again, the only way I see is, and I cannot even imagine how, through some forms of cooperation. And when people tell me you're utopian, I give a very simple answer. Okay, I agree, maybe, even probably, but then we are lost. It's simple as that. Islands, feudal islands will maybe survive, but the world will be an undescribable